If you've ever dreaded doing one-on-ones or walked away thinking, that even do anything, this video is for you. Today, I'm gonna teach you the 4-step framework I use for all of my one-on-ones. It helped me connect with my people and drive results without wasting time. And you're gonna wanna stay till the end because the last step is the one that makes or breaks everything. If you skip it, you might as well have forgotten you even had the conversation. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Michelle Vega. I've spent 15 years in retail leadership, and I'm here to make you the manager that everyone wants to work for. Instead of saying one-on-ones, I like to think of these conversations as a chat. It should feel comfortable, familiar, not high pressure. The first step is C, and it stands for check the vibe. Check the vibe is here to remind you that you're dealing with a real person, not a checklist or a process that needs to be fixed. You're making sure that the person in front of you is actually mentally available for this conversation. Let me give you an example. I had an employee who I knew had recently moved. So I asked him, "How was the move? Are you guys settled in?" And he responded with, yeah, it's all good. And even though he said it was all good, he seemed distracted and his energy was giving, it is not all good. So that was my cue to pause and just ask him, "Are you sure? Because you don't seem settled." And then he told me, "Honestly, I'm pretty stressed. The move took a lot more time than we expected. And now I don't know when I'm gonna have all the time to finish everything that I need to before my daughter starts school." Immediately, I knew this is not the day to push performance. We looked at his schedule, we made some adjustments, got some shifts covered, all to help him get his family settled into their new place. Because sometimes the most productive thing you can do as a leader is help someone get out of survival mode. Because when people feel seen and valued, they show up differently. They're more open, more honest, more willing to engage. And once you know that they're actually present, now you can move into the real conversation. And that's check the vibe. Now, once you know they're actually here, you can move on to H, hear them out. This is where you stop talking about life and start talking about work. But the energy stays the same. You ask and then you listen. That's it. This is where it might sound something like, "Is there anything getting in the way of you doing your job this week?" Or, "Is anything draining you?" And then my personal favorite, "Is there something I could do to better support you?" And then you stop. No comma, no backstory, no,
"Because I've been working really hard to make sure the schedule."
Because the second you defend yourself, you just told them there shouldn't be a problem. And now they won't give you the truth. And here's the real question. What if they do? What if they say something heavy? Like, "I'm not happy in this role," or "I don't feel supported. I don't think things are fair." This is where most managers tighten up. They explain, they justify, they correct. Don't. Stay steady. It should sound something like this. "Okay, tell me more." Or, "I appreciate you saying that. Help me understand." That's it. You're not fixing it in that second. You're not solving it on the spot. You're showing them that you can handle the truth. Because if you react emotionally, they'll never bring something to you again. Hear them out is the trust test. This is where teams decide, can I be honest here, or do I need to protect myself? And if this section alone is hitting home for you as a leader, will you do me a favor and hit like? It helps this video reach other managers who need to hear it. And if you want more real conversations about leadership, burnout, boundaries, and actually growing your career, subscribe. Okay, let's keep going. Now we move into A, which is aim for growth. Now this is where the chat actually matters. There are 2 lanes here. Sometimes it's wins and stretch goals, and sometimes it's something that needs to change. Both are growth, but here's the shift. This part isn't about your agenda, it's about theirs. So early on, they're gonna bring small things to the table, like, "I wanna learn how to do the register," and you might be sitting there thinking, okay, that's not at all what I had planned. Still start there. If you skip what they care about to get to what you care about, they'll never fully trust you. But when you close the loop on their thing first, something changes. Over time, the topics they bring will get bigger. Now, here's the part that changed how I lead. People want to feel like they're in the driver's seat of their growth. So let them choose the first focus. Then you bring one thing, not 5, just 1. Because when you stack too much on people, they shut down. When you narrow it down, they step up. Now, let's talk about the opportunity lane. You don't go in swinging, and you don't go to sugarcoat it. If someone's falling behind, it could sound something like this. Hey, I noticed you've been falling behind on your daily tasks. Can you help me understand what's going on? That's it. No lecture, no drama. You're not here to win the conversation. You're here to move it forward. That's aim for growth. Now, this is the step that changes everything. And I mean that. If you skip this step, you might as well forgot you had the conversation. Tie it down. This is where managers lose credibility. The chat goes great, energy is high, everyone feels motivated, and then it ends something like this. Okay, so are we good on everything? I'll do my part, you do yours. Like, let's get out there and win. It sounds hype, but nothing was activated. No next step, no ownership, no follow through. That's how one-on-ones turn into conversations over coffee. Nice vibe, no movement. And once your team realizes nothing actually happens after these conversations, they stop taking them seriously. Tie it down means this. You recap and you lock it in. Simple structure. What's happening, who's doing what, by when. That's it. It could sound something like this. Okay, so you want to increase your sales per hour so you can hit your goal for this month. So you're going to shadow Thomas tomorrow for 1 hour, and I'm going to adjust next week's schedule so you two get some more time together. Specific, shared responsibility, clear. And then you write it down, right there. Put it in your phone, your planner, your notes app. That moment says, this isn't talk, it's commitment. Now, let's address reality. This doesn't have to be 20 minutes, and it doesn't have to be 60. It takes as long as it takes to drive results. Sometimes hear them out opens something big. Sometimes it's tight and focused. Time isn't the metric. Impact is. And if your week blows up, don't disappear, just reschedule. It could sound something like, hey, something came up that's gonna affect our plan. Can we take 5 minutes and adjust so we stay on track? Because here's the truth. People can handle changes. What they don't handle well is being forgotten. That's tie it down. That's the difference between talking like a leader and actually leading. That's it. That's the chat framework. 4 steps, used consistently. And it changes the way your team shows up. Because when people feel seen, heard, invested in, and held accountable, they perform differently. Now, if you want help getting started, I built a free plug-and-play template for you. It's the exact structure that I use. The link is below. So go ahead, grab it, use it. And if you liked this episode, you're gonna love the next one, where we're talking about how to survive a toxic boss without letting them derail your future. And that one's personal.